Hare Krishna. So here's a very nice question about de-addiction. A person who's not a devotee and who's struggling with addiction wants to give it up. How does he give it up? Now he's not a devotee, he may not have faith in bhakti or spirituality. What advice can we give him? We know in spirituality that at least if we take shelter of God, take shelter of some spiritual principles, one can come out of it. Higher taste, as this question is saying, because there's a shloka in Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 59th verse, which says, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina raso varjam raso api asya param drishtva nivartate. That if one can develop a higher taste, then one can give up their lower natures. Just like an example of a doctor may be treating a patient, but the doctor doesn't think in terms of bodily things, or doesn't become overwhelmed by his emotions when he's treating a patient. Because if he does that, then he may actually abuse the patient or take advantage of the patient. No, but he thinks of his higher duty as a doctor to heal, to help. And by thinking of his higher duty, he pushes down or he gives up his lower bad natures. So, what advice can we give? Basically, if they're not a devotee, they don't have faith in spirituality, then they should take help from some professionals. So, in de-addiction community, especially for alcohol or drug abuse, there are many methods. The traditional and most famous method is called LC, Love and Care, which is the Alcoholics Anonymous, and Narcotics Anonymous, NAAA. They use a 12-step system, which is founded mainly based on the religious Christian principles, right? The church started it, and it is very helpful to have faith in God to pull them out slowly. Indirectly, people who follow it sometimes they don't even know it's actually religious, but it was started by the church. Now, then people have also later invented another system besides LC, Love and Care, called TC, Therapeutic Community. This is more rigorous. There's a lot of rules, very hard, forceful. Okay, but it has also worked to some extent. So we can use both systems, LC, TC, take them to a de-addiction center, get them counseling. Some little force is needed for them to come out of it, some rigorous training. And for us devotees, we add in KC, Krishna consciousness, right, to give people a higher taste, kirtan and katha, and doing some seva. So basically, addiction happens because a person is having full access to the substance abuse. So first thing you should do is cut them off from that access, cut them off from that association which is spoiling them, and then at the same time, one should also give them good engagement, because now mind is boring. So gardening, animal care, they're caring for animals, like if they have to feed cows, or they have to take care of animals, livestock, some engagement like that, taking care of others, healing. So gardening and caring for animals, these are all very positive things, besides doing other forms of seva. Now, dealing with all this, one should also have the back of the mind that one should be very careful with addicts, because sometimes they will do anything just to get their substance abuse.